26F, living in a big city that's basically a magnet for people who own blazers, not NYC/LA, but the kind of place where everyone says they moved here for opportunities. Got a PR/communications degree that mostly taught me how to say nothing, confidently pivoted straight into being a social media manager for a tech company. We provide scalable solutions. Pretty sure we just rent the concept of the internet to other companies. Don't care, paycheck clears. Pays for my apartment, 2 stupidly expensive cycling classes a week, and a skincare routine that costs more than my electric bill. My life is basically a brand campaign starring me. Me and my friends are the cast. We're the girls at brunch taking 20 photos of toast before anyone's allowed to eat, smart enough to talk circles around people, funny enough to get away with it, hot enough that it's part of the job description. We do hot girl like it's a sport. Saturday is for the girls. Sunday is for doom scrolling, TikTok in a sheet mask, getting pre-mad about Monday. Everything is curated. Everything has a filter, been single almost a year. Call it my self-growth era, mostly. It's just that dating here is like digging through a dumpster with acrylic nails. The pool has categories. First category, the premium models, the chads, the finance bros, the baby lawyers, the trust fund, weirdos, perfect hair, smug smile, emotional range of a Roomba, fun for like 2 weeks, until you realize you're just an open slot between leg day and industry drinks. Second category. The normal guys, sweet, beige, named Ryan or Chris, already shopping for their future wife. Ask you your love language on date 1, like it's a background check. No, thanks. Third category is the true backbone of modern dating, the baiters. The nice guys, the orbiters dudes, who like your story 30 seconds after you post it, like it's their job, unlimited validation on demand, always ready with a "you deserve better" text. The second a Chad ghosts you, they're not for dating. They're like a subscription service. My best one was a guy named Ethan. Knew Ethan from college, some miserable statistics class, senior year. He was the classic shy smart guy archetype, hoodie year round, avoided eye contact, like it cost money, had a crush on me, so obvious it could have been on Google Maps. When I talked to him, he'd blush and trip over every word, kind of cute in a sad way. He offered to tutor me, turned into him basically doing my assignments. While I sat there learning after graduation, he was the one who kept checking in, cheerful little Monday texts, random, saw this and thought of you. Links, how's your week going, like having a pet rock that learned how to type. He became my everything guy. Wi-Fi is down, and Comcast has me trapped in phone tree purgatory. Ethan will call and pretend to be my roommate and politely battle their customer service. Demons need to move a heavy couch. Ethan shows up in half an hour, like, no worries, good workout. Need a ride to the airport at 4:45 a.m. on a Sunday. Ethan is outside early with coffee in the cup holder. I'll rant for hours about some guy treating me like an option, and Ethan will just listen like a therapist with zero copay. Then tell me I'm amazing, and the guy is a moron who doesn't deserve to exist in my atmosphere. It was the perfect setup, endless male attention and free labor. And I never had to risk any feelings on my side. My friends called him my emergency confidence contact. Honestly, a power trip every girl should have. One like a retirement account for your ego. My main obsession lately was this guy Tyler, private equity, drove some obnoxiously fast German car, looked like he was engineered in a lab to make women compare themselves to mirrors. He wasn't even a person to me. He was a project, a puzzle. I was determined to win. He'd leave me on red for days. I'd spiral, refresh my phone like it owed me answers, then he'd hit me with a "you up" at 1 a.m., like he invented time. I'd rage in the group chat about his audacity, then immediately order an Uber, played the cool girl role. I hated low maintenance, no drama, always down to hang, never asking, what are we, convinced I was right on the edge of victory. Just be a little more chill, a little hotter, a little less me. Then it all collapsed in one weekend. I'm tapping through Instagram stories like a zombie C1 from Tyler's loudest, most annoying friend lake house party. Whole crew out there, and there's Tyler, arm around a blonde girl like 21. He's smiling at her in a way he never smiled at me. My chest goes ice cold. Okay, breathe. Could be his cousin, could be a family friend, could be literally anything. I wait all weekend for him to text something, anything, just to prove I'm still in the rotation. Nothing dead air, Monday hits blonde girl, posts a photo. Sweet coupley picture of her and Tyler, caption, finally official with my favorite person. Realize I wasn't even a side character. I was cut footage humiliation hits like heat in my face, sharp and immediate. I'm furious, but mostly my ego is shredded. Time to call the repair guy. I call Ethan, rings once, twice, 3 times, goes to voicemail. Hey, you've reached Ethan, leave a message. That has never happened. He always picks up. Maybe he's in the shower. Maybe his phone died. I send the flare text anyway. Had the worst weekend. Tyler revealed he's a total scumbag. Desperately need a drink and a friend. You free for dinner this week? My treat. For my sanity low all. The my treat line was me doing the little fake generous flourish we both knew he'd try to pay. Anyway, I tossed my phone on the couch, expecting the usual instant response, 10 minutes. Max, an hour passes. Nothing? 2 hours. Annoyance starts turning into that gross tight anxiety. Finally, my phone buzzes. Hey. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're okay. I'm slammed with a project this week. Can't make it. Talk soon. I just stare at it. Read it again, like the words will rearrange into normal, slammed with a project. Can't make it. This is a software glitch. Ethan doesn't get slammed. Ethan's calendar is basically a support ticket system built around me. He just turned me down for a project. My brain refuses the data. I screenshot it immediately and drop it into the girls' group chat. Urgent, the beta has mutinied. Replies come in fast. LMAO what? Mister, I'd chew glass if you asked. Are you sure he's alive? Hostage text. He's typing in code. He found 4chan and got red-pilled, I swear. Relax. He'll crawl back. That last one lands. It's the only explanation that doesn't make my skin crawl. He got infected by manosphere brainworms. Some sad little guru got in his head. My reliable emergency ego? Contact corrupted feels personal. Like someone keyed my car the next week is just work stress and low-grade misery. I do what I do. Best light stalking, light investigation. Check his Instagram. Usually it's dusty, like 5 cat photos. And a graduation post. Now there's a story close-up of a messy circuit board. Wires everywhere like spaghetti caption. She lives. So that's the project? He's obsessed with some nerd thing cute. Then I see he got tagged in a photo from the week before. Board game cafe, table full of dice and tiny figurines. And he's smiling, not his usual timid half smile. He'd flash at me like he was asking permission. A real smile, deep and easy. He looks good, healthy, happy in a way that has nothing to do with me. It hits wrong like seeing your Roomba leave the house without you. I decide my first request was too vague. I need the trump card. I wait a week, let him cool off from his little rebellion. Then I craft the perfect text, the guaranteed one, the tech support. Summon 100% success rate historically. Hey, my laptop is making this weird clicking sound, and I have a huge presentation, Friday. You know I'm useless with this stuff. Any chance you could take a look? I'll buy you dinner to say thanks. Add the smiley friendly, but slightly helpless, the exact blend, he replies in 10 minutes. That sounds like a failing hard drive. Back everything up ASAP. Unfortunately, I can't come to look at it. I'm not really doing freelance IT anymore. You should take it to a professional repair shop. Good luck with the presentation. Freelance IT. He just labeled years of me using him as freelance, put a name on it, a price tag, and then quit. And the worst part is, he's not even mad. No sarcasm, no guilt trip, just clinical and done. Good luck. Like I'm a stranger in his inbox, like he set a boundary and forgot I exist on the other side of it. A month drags by, like it's punishing me. February city turns into gray slush and dirty snow. Piles my boss starts doing that fake concerned voice about how I'm feeling here. My friends are busy with their boyfriends. Valentine's Day creeping closer, like a freight train of smug couple posts. I crack Tuesday night eating cereal for dinner like a raccoon, and the weight of my own carefully curated loneliness just sits on my chest. I grab my phone, fingers shaking a little, which makes me hate myself. More feel like an addict texting her dealer after swearing she's done. I message Ethan. Hey, I know it's been a while. I was being weird a few months ago. I'm genuinely sorry. I was spiraling about Tyler, and I wasn't being a great friend. I miss talking to you. Would you be up for grabbing that drink sometime, for real? Hit send, immediate nausea. I just played my whole hand, pathetic, desperate. Then the typing bubbles pop up instantly. My heart slams like I'm about to get graded. Bubbles disappear, come back, disappear. Again feels like 10 minutes. Even if it's probably 20 seconds, finally his reply lands short. Okay, let's talk. Coffee shop on Pine near my office. Thursday at 6. Relief hits so hard, I actually get lightheaded. It worked. He's letting me back in. The location is a power move, near his office, on his turf. But whatever door is open, I'm already planning my outfit. Casual but insane, effortless but lethal. I'll be charming, apologetic, witty. I'll remind him why he was obsessed with me in the first place. This isn't surrender, it's negotiation. I get there 5 minutes early. He's already there, sitting at a tiny table with a black coffee, and he looks different. Not one big change, a dozen small ones that add up to, who is that? No hoodie, dark gray sweater that actually fits his shoulders. Haircut that looks intentional, posture straight. Not folded in on himself. Not glued to his phone, just calm. Looking out the window like he belongs in his own life. He spots me and stands up. "Hey, Megan," he says, and his voice is the biggest change. Lower, steady, no nervous edge, no stammer. He looks me dead in the eye like it's normal. "Hey, Ethan," I say, forcing warmth. I don't fully feel, "Thanks for meeting me. You look great." It's understated, but it lands weird coming from him. "Thanks." "You too," I say, and he just nods, polite, neutral. We sit, silence drops immediately. Not the easy silence from when he was assembling my IKEA junk and laughing at my complaints. This is the silence of a performance review, heavy measured like he's already decided what I am, and he's waiting to see if I argue. So I launch into the speech I rehearsed all week. Soft voice, sorry, eyes, the whole, I'm actually a good person routine. I wanted to say in person that I'm really sorry. I was a wreck a few months ago, and I leaned on you way too hard. I was selfish. You've always been a great friend, my rock, and I took advantage of that. I watch his face, waiting for the familiar reset. The warm smile, the "it's fine, don't worry about it," the instant forgiveness I'm used to renting. He just nods once, slow takes a sip, like I'm reading him an HR apology script. "I appreciate you saying that," and that's all I get. He accepts it like a receipt. No comfort, no "we're good," no rewind button. Silence drops back on the table, heavier than before. My stomach twists. I hate how small my voice gets. I just miss you. I miss my friend. He sets the cup down, carefully folds his hands, like he's about to explain. A policy change? Looks at me with this calm that makes my skin prickle. "Which friend do you miss, Megan?" I blink. "What do you mean?" He doesn't move. "Do you miss the friend you talk to about your life, your work, your hobbies? Or do you miss your IT guy, your handyman? The guy who'd drop everything at 11 p.m. to listen to you cry about a man who couldn't even text you back?" It lands like a slap. My face goes hot. "Ethan, that's not..." He keeps the same even tone. "For 5 years, I was your emergency confidence contact. Your phrase, not mine. Kayla let it slip once. My blood goes cold. He knows he's known. I had a huge crush on you in college. We both knew it, and you used it. You kept me close enough to be useful. Never close enough to be real. I wasn't a friend. I was a service provider. I try to speak nothing, comes out throat-locked, like my body won't let the denial through. He shifts in his chair like he's finally setting something down. "A few months ago," he says, still no anger, just quiet finality. "When you texted me about Tyler, something in me snapped. Not in a dramatic way. I just got tired. I was exhausted pouring everything into your life and having none left for mine." He leans back a little like he's done shrinking, so I stopped. I muted our chat, and I used that time for myself. That project I mentioned, I built a custom arcade controller for a kid with muscular dystrophy I met in an online fighting game community. He can play again. We talk every week. He gestures like that's just life. Those people from the board game cafe, they're my friends now, real friends. Last week my car died. 2 of them showed up to give me a ride before I even finished typing. They didn't make it a favor. They just showed up. He pauses, and his expression softens for the first time, but not for me, for what he built without me in it. And I met someone. Her name's Lauren. Met her at the game store. She thinks the things I build are cool. She asks me about my day and actually listens to the answer. She doesn't have a crisis every other week she needs me to solve. Then he looks straight at me again. And it isn't anger, it's worse. It's pity. Slow, heavy, humiliating pity. Our friendship, Megan, was a black hole for my self-respect. And I'm not stepping back into it. I can't be your rock anymore. I'm busy being the foundation of my own life. And I'm building it with someone who holds a hammer, not just a list of things that are broken. I just sit there taken apart piece by piece because he's not yelling. He's not insulting me. He's just describing reality from his side, and it fits too clean, too logical, too true. He drains the last of his coffee and stands. I don't hate you, he says, like he can see the panic crawling up my throat. I'm not angry. I'm just done. The person you needed me to be doesn't exist anymore. He pulls out a $10 bill, sets it down for both coffees. The final transaction. I genuinely hope you find what you're looking for. Take care. And then he turns and walks out. No pause, no hesitation. No, look back. Just gone. I watch him disappear into the evening crowd. A man walking toward his own life. I sit there way too long, staring at the empty chair across from me, the coffee he bought me turning cold and bitter. He didn't get red-pilled. He didn't become a Chad. He just grew up, did the real work, built something real instead of curating an image. I catch my reflection in the dark window, rain streaking down the glass, blurring everything, and the face looking back at me is tired, empty like the lights are on. But nobody's home, my face when I'm not. The skyline, my face when I'm the pond, nobody wants to swim in.